way too low on dynamite to take you through the night. Just when I thought I was done, you scream out and beg me to come. I wonder what I am chasing. It's not even fun anymore. I shoot bail and run through the door, but something's holding me back. You feed my ego, together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite.
Now streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best 3 wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, everyone out there on YouTube Live, Facebook, and Twitch. We're Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for sport racing, and we got a great race in store for you here tonight. The Dirt Track of Charlotte. Dirt Warrior Racing presents the Wednesday night street fights here. 100th show with DWR, so it's a 100th race for the DWR guys. And it's going to be a fantastic show here at the Dirt Track in Charlotte. A lot of fast times going in, but before we get the racing action underway, we're going to throw it down trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Stripes and Christ
Race fans, are you ready? Getting ready, locked and loaded here tonight on Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport Racing. Foils Trucking starting grid for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, driving the number 11 machine, that's Trey Jones. His days apart outside the Bulletproof Motorsports number 61, that's Josh Peacock. Inside row number 2 in the third starting position, that's our good old D-Fed himself, Derek Fedkenauer, aboard the number 86. And the natural one, E.J. Jones, aboard the number 84, rolls off in position number 4. Rolling out fifth will be the number 1, that's Alex Brewer. His days apart outside, driving the number 73, that's Stephen Moore. Rolling off inside row number 4 in the 7th starting position, that's the number 18 of Kyle Surratt. His dancing part of the outside, driving the number 21. Nice looking new paint scheme for the number 21. That is Jim Revis. Shotgun on the field, driving the number 8 machine. That's Austin Miners aboard the number 8. We called for 9 cars. We have all 9 cars out there. Locked and loaded here for heat race number 1 on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And DWR Wednesday Night Street Fight 100th show that DWR has put on here as a league. That is a feat in itself, and it keeps going stronger and stronger each and every season that we click off here on the Full Velocity Racing Network as we get ready to send these guys on their way here in just a few moments. Got to thank everyone for tuning in here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or even Facebook Live for that matter. Thank you all for tuning in. Lots of promo discount codes going out on Full Velocity Racing swag. But iRacing iFlag Green Flag comes out here over the field at the dirt track in Charlotte. Trey Jones leads the way down into turn number 1. Fedkenauer down to the bottom side by side with the 61. Almost 3 wide there. A little bit of contact. Brewer gets those. Oh, and around goes Brewer. And the 61 of Peacock down through the infield, unhappy with the grass management here. The dirt track in Charlotte, those guys mowing down through the turf. They're going to fall towards the back of the field here. The number 11 of Trey Jones continues to lead now after that little bit of a fracas, I should say, with those guys down to the bottom. Derek Fedkenauer running in second. Third is going to be Stephen Moore, and Jim Revis now running in that 4th spot in the number 21 machine. Sitting 5th is Kyle Surratt, and Austin Miners running in that 6th spot. Miners started dead last here, 9th position, already up to 3 positions gained on the initial start of this race, so good job for the number 8 machine. Again, it is Trey Jones leading the way here as they're going to get the 5 laps to go here for the number 11, that deaf number 11 machine out front. The number 86 running in that 2nd spot. 3rd again, the number 73 of Stephen Moore, another Bulletproof Motorsports car. 21 of Jim Revis up to the top side. Going to do a little bit of a high-low switch here through corners 3 and off of turn number 4. Really digging it down on the bottom. Dangerous territory down there next to the Uke tires. But he keeps it going as we have 4 laps remaining. Now Fedkenauer trying back down to the inside of the number 11 of Trey Jones. Jones slamming that door shut. Revis now back to the inside here of the 73 machine of Moore. Moore makes a little bit of contact with Fedkenauer. Fedkenauer gets out of shape, but that allows a 3-wide battle for that 3rd spot. Revis way down in the bottom. He closes the deal off of the turn number 2 up in front of Surratt, because Surratt went to the top shelf to get around Moore. So Moore drop kicked back to the 5th position, but Moore fighting back, trying to get back around. His popsicle sticks go in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway for the number 11 of Trey Jones. Revis back down to the inside. Surratt up top. That's the best battle out there on the speedway. That is a battle for that 3rd spot. Almost 4 wide. Here comes Austin Miners into the fray. And then number 18 machine down to the bottom, also trying to get around more. White flag going to be in there for Trey Jones. One more circuit here. And heat race number 1. Can Jones hold on here over Derek Fedkenauer? A little bit of alien induction going on for that number 11 machine. Blinking in and out. He goes to the top shelf of the speedway. Fedkenauer down to the bottom side for the final time. He pulls a slider. Then 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be a drag race. Trey Jones or Fedkenauer. It's going to be Trey Jones at the line. Taking down heat race number 1. The 86 of Fedkenauer for 2. Kyle Surratt, Jim Revis, Stephen Moore, Austin Miners, Josh Peacock, and Alex Brewer, and E.J. Jones round out your 9 cars. Again, heat race number 2 getting locked and loaded. These guys pretty quick on the gun here to get to heat race number 2. Dirt Royal Racing Wednesday night street fights here tonight. 100th race here the DWR has put on. Going to say that all evening long. Again, thanking everybody for tuning in. I've seen Shane out there, seen Robbie Pruitt out there also. Justin Gledhill, Bobby Farrell, Kendall Tucker was out there a little bit. Austin Myers, of course, Ed Neal, one of the first to comment here. Rocky Battenfield out there. He thought it was USA, but no, it's not USA tonight, Rocky. We're actually at the dirt track in Charlotte, but heat race number 2 going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 01 machine. That is Daniel Price. His dance part of the outside, driving the 07 machine. That's Justin Pruitt. Pruitt aboard the number 07. Inside row number 2 in the third starting position. He's been on fire as of late. That's a 010 of Casey Brunson. And his dance part of the outside, driving the number 51 machine. That's Justin Gledhill. Inside row number 3 in the fifth starting position. That's number 16 machine of David Blackburg, and Michael Whitlock rolls off in the 6th spot in the double knot machine. Rolling out 7th will be the number 13. That's Caleb Ramsey. And his dance part of the outside. That's racing Jason Salter aboard the number 10. Shotgun on the field here, 9 cars. It's Derek Dubry aboard the number 117 machine. Looking to make sure that we have all the cars out there on the field, on the docket here this evening here for heat race number 2. Looks like everybody pretty much out there. Casey Brunson falling to the back there. Of course, he did win here last week. So Casey Brunson goes to the tail here in heat racing action as the heat race winner, or the feature winners, goes to the tail here, even in the feature go of it. So getting ready to light the wick off of turn number 4. It's going to be Price and Pruitt to lead them down here. Who's going to get the best start as they come off of 4? Price puts that hammer down off of turn number 4. iRacing I flag, green flag in the air. And Price leading the charge down into turn number 1, nipping at his heels. Number 16 machine of Blackburg. Blackburg now to the bottom side, trying to make something happen, trying to get around the 01 of Price. Side-by-side battle through turn 3 and off of turn number 4. Here comes Pruitt into the fray. Slams the door shut on Ramsey over there. Ramsey was trying to get down to the extreme bottom, but Pruitt down to the bottom a little bit quicker. Able to get into that second spot as Price drifts way up the track and gets into the loose stuff, into the wall. He's going to be drop kicked from second to dead last there, from the penthouse to the outhouse for the 01 machine of Price. So Price now in the 9th position. Tough break for the 01, is making love to the wall. Not what you want to do here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Number 16 of David Blackburn still leading the event here. The 07 of Justin Pruitt running in second. Third is the 13 machine of Caleb Ramsey, now coming under fire from racing Jason Salter. The number 10 machine is Salter gets by Gledhill there momentarily as Gledhill fights back on the outside for that 4th spot. Blackburg still continues to lead the 07 of Pruitt, running in that 2nd spot. And then you got Ramsey for 3. Racing Jason Salter having a great battle with Justin Gledhill aboard the number 51 machine. Gledhill having a great race here in that 5th spot currently. Number 10 of Salter trying to close the door, seal the deal off the corner, not able to do so. Look at Whitlock with a new paint scheme on that double knot machine. Nice looking car there. And the 00 machine. He's trying to change his luck around here. Whitlock way down to the bottom, almost trying to make it 3 wide for that 4th spot. Blackburg has been on fire as of late in that number 16 machine. A really lightning fast car here as of late. The last couple of weeks, he's starting to really turn it up a notch. Here, leading heat race number 2. Pruitt running in that 2nd spot. Had a handful of steering wheel there in turns 3 and 4, but Caleb Ramsey continues to run in 3rd right there directly behind him. Salter running in that 4th spot in the number 10 machine. Michael Whitlock fires down to the inside of Gledhill. That's a side-by-side battle for that 5th spot. Blackburg going through turns number 3 and off of turn number 4. Going to see the white silk up in the air here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Pretty comfortable lead over Justin Pruitt, 07 machine. Pruitt still running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Caleb Ramsey. Racing Jason running in that 4th spot. Down the back straightaway for the final time, but in turn 3, the number 16 of David Blackburg pretty much coasted here to the start finish line to pick up heat race number 2. The number 16 of David Blackburg. Justin Pruitt going to finish up 2nd. 3rd going to be Caleb Ramsey, Jason Salter. Then it's going to be Justin Gledhill, Michael Whitlock. Then you got Derek Debris, Casey Brunson, and Daniel Price round out your heat racing action. As we get ready to roll on to the A-Main, got to thank everybody for tuning in once again. Without the fans, we cannot be anything here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We got to thank our fans, got to thank our followers, our sponsors out there. Hanover Wrecker Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Monstar Productions, TDRRacing.net, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent, Brendan Spetafor, another great sponsor here. And don't forget about Eichstead Wraps. Eichstead Wraps, another good sponsor. Eric's supported us for a very, very long time. Thank you for your support, Eric and Mindy out there, too. Thank you guys for your support out there, whether it's in the chat box or giving me some good peace of mind, I should say, and giving me suggestions and things to make sure here on the Full Velocity Racing Network we are top notch here. But also got to give out a promo code here, Full Velocity Swag, 10% off when you use the promo code DWR1. DWR1. Link is posted in the chat box as we get ready to roll away here with a feature already. 60 laps is going to be the distance here tonight. And it's going to be a barn burner at the dirt track of Charlotte, and they're going to roll away like this. Starting on the pole, driving is the number 11 machine. That's Trey Jones. Outside him will be the number 16 of David Blackberg. Inside row number 2 will be the number 86. That's Derek Fetkenauer. Fetkenauer aboard the number 86. And outside of him, the 07 of Justin Pruitt. Inside row number 3, that'll be Kyle Surratt aboard the number 18 machine. His dad's brother outside. Bulletproof Motorsports number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey aboard the number 13. Rolling off inside row 4, that'll be the 7th starting position. That's Jim Revis. Revis aboard the 21. And his dance brother outside driving the number 10 machine. That's racing Jason Salter. Inside row number 5 in the 9th starting position. That's the 73 of Stephen Moore. And Justin Gledhill rolls off in position number 10. Rolling off 11th will be Austin Miners aboard the number 8. 12th will be the 00 of Michael Whitlock. Rolling off 13th, Josh Peacock aboard the number 61 of Derek Dupree. Rolling off 14th. Rolling off 15th will be Alex Brewer, Casey Brunson. Rolling off 16th, 17th, EJ Jones, and Daniel Price. Round out your 18-car field here. We get ready to light the wick, light the fire, double file off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. And we're racing 60 laps is the distance here with a DWR. Wednesday night street fights. 3 wide already for that second spot as Ramsey up into the wall here. And he's falling back as Revis getting a little bit out of shape too in that number 21 machine. David Blackberg in the number 16 machine, a little bit of a late entry for him as he's just coming out of pit road. Unfortunate chain of events for the number 16 of Blackberg. Blackberg was supposed to start on the outside pole in that number 16 machine, but down through the infield it is Trey Jones, your current race leader here in the number 11 machine. Trey Jones doing a fantastic job so far, holding off the challenges from the 07 of Justin Pruitt. Pruitt running in that second spot. Third is Fetkenauer. Fourth is Salter. And fifth is Surratt. Surratt doing a fantastic job. Here comes Salter up through the middle here. Battle for that third spot. 3 wide. Third spot, 3 wide. Off of turn number 4. Salter up through the middle of the trash pan. The graphics number 10 machine. Trying to seal the deal off of turn number 2. Not going to be had here so far. Fetkenauer fighting him off there on the outside. Down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. And Salter goes immediately to fire here down to the inside. Pruitt also down through the middle of that 07 machine trying to get around Trey Jones. Look at the beautiful pictures here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you, Jack Truin, for the awesome camera angles here tonight. Phil on actually I had a concert, probably his wife's concert out there. So Phil on a sabbatical here the next couple of nights on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But the number 10 of racing Jason Salter down to the bottom side here, fighting for that second spot with the 86 of Fetkenauer. Fetkenauer kind of up top there. Here comes 18 of Surratt digging it down to the bottom side, trying to make it work down there next to them mute tires. It could be dangerous territory. The mute tires could rip the whole front end over your car. But here comes the 13 of Ramsey. Ramsey now trying to earn his spots back. And the 21 of Revis also right there. Justin Pruitt, your current race leader in the 07 machine. Holding on is the 11 machine. Starting to drop back of Trey Jones. While Justin Pruitt there holding off the number 86 of Derek Fetkenauer. Can it be Justin Pruitt's night here tonight? We are on lap 80, or lap 8 of 60. Lap 80, yeah, there's no 80 laps and 60 laps. I don't know where my mathematician is here this evening, but the 07 of Justin Pruitt flashes by that start-finish line, 9 in. 51 more laps to go, so he's going to have to hold off a lot of challenges here to try to take down the win. But can it be his night here this evening? Like to say so, but he's got some hungry competitors right there directly behind him. The 86 of Fetkenauer, the 10 of Salter. Then you also got the number 18 of Kyle Surratt, Jim Revis, and Trey Jones. Those guys duking it out there for the 6th spot. 7th is Caleb Ramsey. 8th is Justin Gledhill. Austin Miners is 9th, and Michael Whitlock is 10th. Peacock up to 11th in that number 61 machine, and Casey Brunson up to 12th in that 010. So Fedkenauer now down to the bottom side. Battle for the lead. Trying to get around Justin Pruitt. Pruitt working the top shelf here through turns number 3. Fedkenauer down to the bottom trying to pull the slider on Pruitt. Going to be able to slow him up just a tad bit. Almost 3 wide there for the race lead. Salter way down to the bottom there. And that number 10 machine slider of his own. And Pruitt throws it up in front of the 86 machine. 3 wide for the race lead as they enter the back straightaway. Salter backs out of it. Gets back into line there. Fighting it out, duking it out with the 07 of Pruitt. They come off of turn number 4, the 86 of Fedkenauer, your current race leader. Bulletproof Motorsports has been on fire as of late, and Fedkenauer a part of that team, a great team inspired there for Bulletproof Motorsports. Then you got the 07 machine running in that 2nd spot, racing Jason X91 Motorsports, racing Jason Salter. And that number 10 machine, the 21 of Revis, running in the 5th spot right now. Trying to get around the 18 of Kyle Surratt. So Revis starting to turn it up a notch in that number 21 machine. We're on lap 14 to 60, entering the back straightaway. So again, Derek Fedkenauer, your current race leader. Pruitt's not going away, though, right there knocking on the door. So any mistake by Fedkenauer, Pruitt's going to be able to pounce on him. Or maybe even the 10 of Salter going to pounce on both of those guys. If they both make a mistake, we'll wait and see. But now here comes Salter back down to the bottom. Pruitt up top in the 07 machine. A little bit of a blip from the 07. Side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, side-by-side battle for the 4th spot between Revis and Surratt. Salter really digs it down in deep down there, catfishing it, trying to get around Pruitt. Looks like he's going to be able to squeeze it. Nope. Pruitt says, not so fast. I'm still pretty mighty quick on the outside in that 07 machine. But here comes Salter again off of turn number 4. Can he squeeze it out here? Nope. He's going to allow the room here for Justin Pruitt. Pruitt still holding on there for 3rd, but battling it out for 2nd. Gotta say hello to Joel Carmichael out there. Joel, thank you. Josh Smith, I seen you out there. Thank you for the hashtag best in the business. Josh, I hope everything's going well with you and your son out there. I know you've been going through, keeping updated here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I've been keeping updated rather well, so hopefully you're getting some more good news, and hopefully you'll be on his way up and out of that hospital here sooner or later. So hopefully thoughts and prayers always here on the Full Velocity Racing Network here for Josh Smith and his family, the Smith family, having with the little one there. It seems like they're going in the right direction right now. So keep posted on Josh Smith and those guys, as we did a nice benefit race for him and them on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Getting kind of choked up there for that, because I know how it is to be in the ICU myself, and actually be a part of the cardiac ICU is where my son was for about 3 months of his beginning of his life. There is having 2 open heart surgeries in a matter of a day. So that's something near and dear to our heart here at Full Velocity Racing Network, benefit races like that. So we got a great battle going on for that 3rd spot between Jim Revis and the 18 machine and the 07 of Pruitt. Pruitt was in that 3rd spot there for a while. Surratt was able to get by, so wasn't the 21 machine of Jim Revis and the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. So again, gotta thank all of our sponsors out there. Gotta thank iRacing iFlag for their sponsorship here. If you want to really be a step above the competition, go over to iRacing, go over to iFlag. Yeah, wow, I am way off that, way off the mark. Gotta thank iFlag though. Go on over and visit those guys. You want to be a step above the competition. Yeah, I need a drink, so we're gonna sum it up to that one here tonight. Flying solo here tonight without Phil. Phil's out there going to the concert for his wife, so he's doing a good deed here this evening on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Gotta thank Jeff Brown for the star donations out there. Thank you for tuning in, Jeff. I screwed up your logo. I didn't even know you were out there until you sent those stars out there. So I thank you for tuning in here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, and sorry for your little I kind of blundered your sponsor just a tad bit there. But again, we've been under green flag conditions for 24 laps here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Jason Salter, now your current race leader, over the 86 at Fedkenauer. So I missed that lead change happen there Jack, I know you probably said something to me, but I was going off in a tangent on the sponsors. As Caleb Ramsey running in that third spot. Fourth is Kyle Surratt, but Surratt's trying to look for more as he's trying to get around Ramsey for that third spot. They were side by side there. Not able to do anything right now, but I tell you, digging it down deep is Kyle Surratt. Yeah, head on over to iRacingIFlag.com. iRacingIFlag.com. Let's see if I can get that right this time for Jeff Brown out there. If you want to be a true step above the competition, iRacingIFlag.com. Go on over and find out how and go buy some of that stuff. I tell you, it's fantastic. And so Jason Salter, your current race leader. Second is the 86 of Derek Fedkenauer. Third is Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey right now has to fend off a lot of hard chargers right there directly behind him in the form of the number 18 of Kyle Surratt and Jim Revis. Revis right now has been peeking to the outside. The 8 of Austin Miners having a good run there, running in that 6th spot. And Justin Pruitt in the 07 has dropped back to 7th, but he's really not going away. He's right there, sitting there, waiting in the wings to wait for these guys to make a mistake. They're pretty close here at the dirt track of Charlotte. So Salter trying to run away and hide. Fedkenauer up top, just a different type of groove. And we're starting to see Ramsey close the door or close the gap on the number 86 of Fedkenauer. Fedkenauer seems to go to the top. He's trying to find something different as we're coming up on halfway home this time by. We're going to have 30 laps in. 30 laps will remain here. And it's Jason Salter pulling away as of right now. Fedkenauer is trying something different in the 86 machine, trying to go to the top shelf of the speedway here. And trying to find some of that moisture here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Oh, Surratt hits the Uke tire down on the bottom there. Looks like he was trying to ramp it there. Kyle Surratt going to lose quite a few positions as he's down to the bottom, and that's a risk versus reward. It's the same way as a top side. When you got Uke tires down there, you could hop them, you could lose a bunch of momentum, you could destroy the whole front end of your car, underneath your car, break a wheel, who knows. The 18 of Kyle Surratt right now running the bottom, trying to stay away from the Uke tires this time because he did lose a couple of positions there. And now he has fallen back to the 7th spot there in the number 18 machine. So meanwhile, the 21 of Jim Revis has moved into that 4th spot, but he's got a battle in his hands again. The 07 of Justin Pruitt. Pruitt now to the bottom here, trying to get around the 21 as he has been trying to fight tooth and nail to get back up inside the top 4. I bet you he wants a podium finish aboard that 07 machine. Who doesn't want a podium finish on the Full Velocity Racing Network? And these guys really fighting. Who doesn't want a podium finish here at DWR? Again, our swag available here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Link has been posted a couple different times here on the Facebook Live page. Is you can get 10% off using the promo code DWR1. DWR1 will get you 10% off of our swag, all of our t-shirts, different things that are going on. Their hooded sweatshirts, you know, fall time's coming up here in the Northeast. So if you want a hooded sweatshirt, great prices on those. So 10% off, except for the premium tees. The premium tees already low priced. We don't make hardly anything on those. We can't give you 10% because it put us in the negatives. But the premium tee, there's a premium sponsor tee out there that you can get for $19.99, and that's a fantastic deal in itself. All the sponsor logos located on the back of the shirt, some great things. And the Who's It Gonna Be shirts, everybody asked for them. The Who's It Gonna Be shirts now available also on there. So if you want to get a hold of one of those, go ahead and grab one of those while they're hot. Meanwhile, Salter out to 1.2 seconds over Derek Fedkenauer. Then third, you got Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey right now in a locked battle there with the 21 of Revis. Then you also got Pruitt right there in the fray and the 8 of Austin Miners. The number 18 of Kyle Surratt has not really gone away. He did ramp that tire, but he was still able to latch out and still be able to create some good laps there in that number 18 machine. Casey Brunson and the 010 up to that A spot. So again, just trying to look for the great battles here on the speedway, and there's been some good ones, and there still is some good ones out there. As Fedkenauer looks like he was going to hit that down there and hit that Uke tire, able to keep it off the Uke tire in the number 86 machine, but lost a lot of ground there to race and Jason Salter now up to 1.6 seconds. As now Revis and the 13 of Ramsey able to nip at the heels of Fedkenauer. So we'll see what Fedkenauer can do as he still drifts up track. Pruitt gets a tad bit loose, moving down to the inside. I thought he was going to clip one of them U-tires. Great save by the 07 of Justin Pruitt. Pruitt was heading right straight for a U-tire, able to keep it off that, able to keep ahead of Austin Miners. Miners still up alongside of him, but the 07 of Pruitt fighting side by side for that 5th spot. So a little bit late here. The 07 machine trying to go back down to the bottom. I thought he was going to have a little bit of contact with Surratt, but the 010 Brunson able to get around Surratt. That was a battle for the 7th spot. So Brunson moving through the field here with 19 laps to go. Almost a 3-odd battle for that 2nd spot. Let's go back to that battle as Ramsey was letting her dig there just a lane below the number 86, and then the 21 of Revis was really letting her eat down another lane. So we'll see if those guys are going to be able to do anything with the 86 of Derek Fedkenauer. Fedkenauer right now running in that 2nd spot. Ramsey for 3, I should say. But Ramsey now immediately goes to the top shelf of the speedway. Ramsey really throwing her in pretty hard. Here comes the 21 of Revis. Ramsey making love to the outside wall. That's not what you want to do. Caleb Ramsey now going to lose that spot to Jim Revis. Revis now going to move up into 3rd. Immediately, Revis switches to the top shelf, slides up in front of Ramsey to block that door from being wide open for that number 13 machine. Fedkenauer is still on the bottom in the 86. You're wondering, that's where Fedkenauer is running the strongest there in that 86. So we'll see if the 21 of Revis is able to tune it up on the outside here and get around the 86 here through turns 3 and off of turn number 4. Look at the momentum for the 21 of Revis as he pulls up alongside the 86 of Fedkenauer down into turn 1. So Salter is out in his own area code right now. A great battle going on for the 2nd spot. And again, Fedkenauer dives it back down to the bottom. Look at Revis. It was just a matter of time. That top side just seems a little bit faster there. The 21's proving it there as Jim Revis now moves up into the 2nd spot. But Fedkenauer fights back down to the inside. So I thought Revis was going to have him cleared. Fedkenauer really dives it in deep into turn number 3. Revis drifts up way up the track there in front of Ramsey. But Revis able to seal the deal off of turn number 4 into turn number 1. Jim Revis to position number 2. Jim Revis continues to lead this hungry pack of wolves right there directly behind him between Fedkenauer, Ramsey. You got Miners right there. Casey Brunson starting to tick-tock his way up too. There's 12 laps remain. And Jason Salter is out to 1.833 seconds over Revis and company that's directly behind him. 86 of Fedkenauer still letting her dig down to the bottom. Ramsey still running in that 3rd spot, but he is being fought there by the number 8 of Austin Miners. Miners now looking to the bottom here to make a move on to the 3rd position here on the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey makes a little bit of contact to the wall again. That's been kind of his MO here. And now the 8 of Austin Miners moves up into the top 3. And Miners really letting her dig here tonight on the DWR Dirt Track of Charlotte and DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights. What a great race this has been here so far. And I hate to jinx it right now. We've been green flag all the way here as we're coming up on under 10 to go this time by the start finish line. Salter flashing by the start finish line. 9 laps remain here for the 10. The Trash Panda Graphics number 10. A racing Jason Salter. Revis running in that 2nd spot, but here comes Miners down to the bottom, trying to move up onto the 2nd spot here. Side by side battle there between himself and Revis, trying to close the door, trying to maybe pull a slider. Not going to be had here as Revis able to stay in that throttle a tad bit longer on the outside, show his momentum down the straightaway here to turn number 1. Jim Revis maintains that 2nd spot. Austin Miners now peeks back down to the bottom, trying to fool the number 21 of Revis where he's kind of going to go. Here's Revis able to hold on to the 2nd spot, but Miners right there nipping at the heels. Derek Fedkenauer running in that 4th spot. 5th is Casey Brunson now in the 010 machine. What a fantastic run for Casey Brunson. Brunson starting to shift his way up towards the front as he started deep in the field in that 010 machine. Brunson still inside, trying to fight there inside the top 5. Right now running 5th. He wants that 4th spot there from Fedkenauer. Miners right directly in front of him as Revis was able to wrestle that 2nd spot away as a fistful of This foal goes down to 5 laps remaining here for the 10 of racing Jason Salter. Is the poor old cone going out onto the speedway there. The car gets up and out of the way here around, trying to stay away from Jason Salter. Did not want to wreck him. I'm not sure who that car was. But it is Salter, your race leader, by over 2 seconds over Jim Revis. Revis running in that second spot. Third is Austin Miners. Fourth is the Casey Brunson now as he seals the deal into that 4th spot. 4 laps remain. So Jim Revis running in second is able to pull about 2 to 3 car lengths on Austin Miners. Miners right now the guy that's under fire as Brunson has been on a rampage through the field in that 010 machine. As Brunson now looks to the bottom, looks to the middle, trying to pull a little bit closer to the aid of Austin Miners as they enter the back straightaway here. And off of turn number 4, Salter is going to get popsicle sticks in the air. But we're going to stay with this battle here for third, for fourth, for second. So second through 4th, even the 5th place guy could get into this fray. As Miners now looking to the bottom, extreme bottom is Casey Brunson down the back straightaway here. As Brunson able to get a little bit of traction down towards the bottom in that 010 machine. I just don't know if he has enough time to get himself up in the top 3. Jim Revis receives that white flag there as he's running in that second spot. So racing Jason Salter in the Trash Panda Graphics number 10 machine has not raced in a little bit. But going to parade him down into turn number 3 for the final time and off of turn number 4. Picking up the feature event here at the Dirt Track of Charlotte, racing Jason Salter, the 100th race here put on by DWR, won by Salter. Jim Revis for the 2nd spot. 3rd will be Austin Miners. Derek Feckenauer, Josh Peacock. Wow, where did he come from? Finishing 5th. 6th going to be Justin Pruitt. Alex Brewer going to finish up 7th. 8th is going to be Stephen Moore, Caleb Ramsey, Justin Gledhill rounds out your top 10. 11th will belong to Michael Whitlock, Casey Brunson, Daniel Price. Then you have Derek Debris rounding out your 14 cars that were left running out in the speedway out of this event were the number 18 of Kyle Surratt, EJ Jones, something going amiss with that number 84 machine. I think he had a little bit of a party going on down in the infield. He wanted to get there kind of early. Didn't want to run out of his booze. 17th is going to be the 16 of David Blackberg and Trey Jones. Round out your 18 cars here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network. 100th race here for DWR. Full Velocity Racing Network. Glad to be a part of it. We're going to take a brief pause for the cause and make our way down trackside for our top 3 interviews in BladeNode.com Victory Lane.
Sound muted.
Stop, yeah.
Cutting Austin Miners off just a little bit. I know he's talking to Jason and Jim down here in BladeNode.com Victory Lane, but Austin Miners aboard the number 8 machine had a little bit of a run up through the field. They able to get 3rd here tonight in that number 8 machine. Austin, a great race here, Dirt Track of Charlotte. Green to checkered here tonight. What can you say about?
Oh, it was a pretty good race, and I mean, these guys, they're hard to get around, and it took me a while to get around some guys. But I mean, me and Jim battled it out for the last 20 laps of the race, and I just knew if I would have get around him, I'd be sitting pretty well for first.
Austin, able to make your way up through the field like you did in that number 8 machine, and you were able to find some different holes, different gaps. But what was the best line out there? It seemed like everybody was running all over the place, but then towards the end of that, it seemed like everybody was looking for that moisture, that special sweet spot. Was there a better line out there at the Dirt Track Charlotte here?
Yeah, about midway through the race, it was kind of top in 1 and 2, but it kind of faded away towards the end. I went running in the middle in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 just stayed either bottom or in the middle. That was probably the best groove, and I've never had a racetrack that's raced in the middle at this.
Definitely one of the tracks that was topside dominant, but something has happened to some of these tracks, and we're seeing some really, really racy tracks coming out of iRacing now, Austin. I'm sure you've noticed that.
Yeah, and it's been pretty big with Charlotte and Knoxville, where we can make it 2, 3 wide, battling with each other almost for like 3 or 4 laps. Unlike back when we had the older update, a lot of us couldn't even stay 3 wide because the track was slick in one spot and tacky in.
Yeah, definitely a different type of track here tonight. We've seen a lot of 3 wide racing. Now you've seen 4 wide at times here at the Dirt Track in Charlotte, Austin. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank here in third place finish. You got to feel like.
Yeah, I like to thank all my elite drivers. They're a pretty good group of guys. I like to thank Jim for putting on this series. I've had a blast ever since I got.
I don't know if you got cut off there, Austin, or if that was it. Just got to thank Jim. Was that all you got to thank? You don't got to thank any of your fans out there or anything?
No, I don't
No
got
fans
fans.
for Austin Myers. Is there no fans out there at YouTube or Facebook or Twitch? Or we're gonna have to make some Austin Minor fans out there. You guys got to let us know. Austin, again, congratulations on a third place finish, and you keep improving weekly here. So you're forced to be reckoned with. We're looking for that win coming from you here.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing up third place here tonight, the driver number 8 here, the Elite Motorsports number 8 of Austin Miners. We're going to make our way down here to the second place finisher here tonight, the evil one himself, Jim Revis. Jim, I tell you what, a fantastic battle between you and Austin for about 20 laps, 25 laps. I mean, you guys were slinging it back and forth. The track was really racy, as Austin said. The track was fantastic. It was different. I mean, this usually goes high side dominant. And man, the middle was fast, the bottom was fast. You were seeing 2 and 3 wide, 4 wide racing at times.
Oh yeah, hey, what can you say, man? The 100th broadcast and to go flag to flag with no cautions. There you go, buddy. Track was racy though. This was iRacing setup, whatever night and whatever it clicked on. So I can't say anything bad about the track. It did not go high side. There wasn't nothing up high.
Yeah, green to checkered, a fantastic race here on DWR. Like you said, the 100th show you guys have put on here. We're glad to be a part of it here at Full Velocity. I know our anniversary for a year's coming up here, August 22nd here, Full Velocity and DWR. That's going to be a Thursday. Unfortunately, we're not going to be on the air, but I mean, that was awesome, Jim. This race, let's not take it away from this race. This race was fantastic. I mean, you've seen 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide through the field. Guys coming all the way from the back up to the front. Great battling going on. And I mean, you've seen a little bit of touching going on, but nobody was overzealous here tonight. They were running their line and just great racing altogether.
Oh yeah, like I said, I can't say enough for the guys that run here. Austin, man, my hat's off to him. We ran door to door and hardly banged or bumped any at all. And that last lap come around, and I'm like, oh God, he's going to throw her in. And he threw her in. We came out door to door, and I figured we just drag race to the flag stand and see who won it. But like I said, all these guys here, this is what the Wednesday night street fights are all about. It's to have fun, everybody enjoy, have a good race, put on a good broadcast. And tonight, man, we couldn't ask for anything better.
Definitely a fantastic race for your 100th race here, and hopefully many more to come here. DWR Full Velocity Racing Network, many more to come here. Jim, I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you for the second place finish here.
First and foremost, man, I gotta thank Team Dirt Warrior, man. Like I said, we've been working on setups and working on them, and I hate it tonight. David was changing his setup, didn't make the start, and we should have waited and went one green flag lap, let him come back out, but they done hit the gas and go, and we figured there'd be a caution. Wasn't a caution. We probably should have thrown one to get him back in here. Justin, I can't say enough for him with Team Dirt Warrior. Man, sixth place finish. He did good. Like I said, we're working on it. We're coming up. Gotta thank FVRN for the broadcast as usual. Eric and Jason for all their help getting ready for next season, which we have big news for next season for the Sunday shootout. And other than that, that's about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a man not a few words. He's always got something good to say. Jim Ravis. It may be something bad to say on the other side of things, but he's never going to say that on the air, I wouldn't hope.
I kind of felt like EJ there. It's like I wouldn't shut up.
Oh, that's fine. You were
Just
talking
kidding.
about
Just kidding,
beers down
EJ.
there. Do you have beers down there, Jim? Do you have beers?
Dude, I have no. I
Go down
don't
and
drink,
drink some
man.
beer.
I got coolers full of Mountain Dew, man.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know EJ probably left early. He got out of the race early. That's where he was going. He was going to go party. I guess that's why.
Well, maybe we need to head down to his trailer then. I'll bring my cooler Mountain Dews and we'll have a good time.
All right, you'll be all jacked up on Mountain Dew here after this one, Jim. Again, congratulations on your second place finish, and hopefully more to come here on the Full Velocity Race.
All right, thank you, Todd.
All right, now we're going to make our way down to BladeNode.com Victory Lane with the driver of the Trash Panda Graphics number 10. And he really needs no introduction, but we're going to do it anyway. Racing Jason Salter taking down a victory here tonight. Green to checkered. 100th show, as Jim was talking about, is the 100th show here tonight for DWR. Green to checkered racing. Jason, I tell you, what a fantastic way to win that one. You won that going away. Different area code here tonight for that number 10. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a complete surprise. Historically, I don't really run too well here. And to win the 100th race we've put on with DWR and run a green flag the whole way through, man, you can't ask for nothing better than that.
Oh, definitely. Green to checkered. A lot of good battling going on. I know you were able to pull away. You got to probably see some of that. I don't know if you looked up in your mirror. I don't even know if you had time. But we were talking about the track here with the other two guys. How it did. Usually went top side here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Tonight, not the case. You were able to go 3 or 4 wide racing here throughout the whole entire.
Yeah, it was really racy at the beginning, man, and the car felt really good at the beginning. And I was kind of worried because I figured it was too good early on, and figured that once the track slicked off, it was going to suck. But I kind of went down to the bottom when DFED had the lead, and I think it really surprised me whenever I got to his door and then cleared him. I was not expecting the track to be low like that.
Definitely, I wasn't expecting it to be like that either. But it was a fantastic race to say the least, Jason, and another victory here on Wednesday Night Street Fights for you here. I know you had a few days off. You were working real hard, off working. And then you come back and able to take down a victory. So you really haven't lost a step.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it's so much fun to come out here and roll with these guys. I know for the first couple laps that we were running really close and having a really good race. I mean, I just love racing with these guys. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun to even broadcast these shows. I'm glad to be a part of it. Get psyched. This is something I circle my calendar for each and every Wednesday night, even Sunday nights for that matter. Love being over here with these guys. But Jason, I'm going to give you a microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you.
First off, like always, I'd like to thank everybody coming racing with us. If it wasn't for everybody that come run with us, we wouldn't have a league. You know, I really think it's more than a league. It's just a group of guys that really enjoy being around each other and helping each other out. And when we go run different leagues and stuff, everybody kind of supports one another, and that's really awesome. I'd like to thank Full Velocity Racing Network for putting on an excellent broadcast, Trash Panda Graphics, X91 Motorsports, and Jim and Eric for helping putting this on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here tonight. Driver of the Trash Panda Graphics, number 10, Racing Jason Salter, taking down yet another victory here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. as I move Jack out of the room. Wow.
I was about to move back for you.
How'd that work for me? Got all types of quiet there, but we're gonna throw Jason out of here now. Got to thank everybody for tuning in on the Full Velocity Racing Network, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook Live. Thank you guys. Thank you for the star donations out there here tonight. iRacing iFlag stopped in. Jeff Brown showing his support. Stephen Calavota, I see him out there here. Caleb Ramsey, Alex Brewer, the guys that raced in here. All their fans out there, thank you guys all for tuning in. Don't forget, Full Velocity Racing Network has swag for sale, and you can use promo code DWR1, and you can get 10% off your purchase there for a sweatshirt, the Who's It Gonna Be shirts, anything that's on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Cash it. We'll put it on here for DWR1. That will be available till tomorrow night. So you'll be able to use that code here all the way up until Thursday night broadcast time with Highside Double Down. So again, you can actually get a free broadcast for your league that you run in. If you buy swag with that code, that tracks it. So what that's going to do by 12/31 here at the end of the year, that will track it, and whoever buys the most between the leagues here, Full Velocity Swag, anything that goes on into that shop with their promo code, that will earn them a free broadcast that year, whether it's a big race, whether they want to put something on like that, that will earn them a free broadcast. They could do a 60-car race, 120-car race. We will put that show on because the support of the fans, the support of the drivers, the support of the leagues, everything that's going on. So we'll make sure that broadcast is free for those guys. But again, I got to thank our sponsors here. First and foremost, got to thank Hanover Wrecker Service. Then you got to thank Voiles Trucking. iRacing iFlag is iRacing iFlag. Jeff Brown. Head on over to iRacingIFlag.com. If you really want to be a step above the competition, head over there and find out how. Got to thank Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking. BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. South Texas Speedway. Scott Blargoff. Thank you, South Texas Speedway, for coming aboard. You can visit them on the web at southtxspeedway.com. And also got to thank Monstar Productions, Jake Keel, and hashtag Making Dirt Track Racing Great Again. TDR-Racing.net for the Turtle, the Leaner Award. Also got to thank Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, Full Throttle with the Jet. For all those sponsors, the fans out there, Jack Truan pushing all the controls. Phil, who is not here tonight. I'm Todd Stanton signing off here and bidding you a good farewell till tomorrow night. Highside Double Down live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night, guys.